Hi, it's Jonathan, and welcome to the third episode of Operation Dynamede's Fun. Today, we'll be covering the symbolism behind the current flag of Russia, as well as the influences made on the national flags of other countries and regions. We have already covered many historical Russian flags in the previous two videos, so you can think of this one as being about the present Russian flag. In this video, we'll go over the symbolism behind the tricolor and then cover the various flags that are inspired by the colors of the Russian flag. Now, let's begin with this video. Symbolism. Symbolism. The colors on the tricolor do not have any official symbolism. However, many different meanings have been assigned to the Russian flag, with each interpretation coming and going as Russia's political system changed. During the Russian Empire, for instance, the colors have been associated either with the historical regions of White Russia, Little Russia, and Great Russia, now Belarus, Ukraine, and Russia, respectively, or with loyalty to God, the Tsar, and the country in that particular order. However, currently, the most popular interpretation, derived from the 1883 law readopting the white-blue-red flag, interpreted each color as follows. White represents honor and honesty, blue represents truthfulness, loyalty, perfection, and chastity, and red represents bravery, love, and charity. Those are just a few of the interpretations of the Russian flag. Now, let's move on to the flags that it influenced. Влияние на другом флагах. Influence on other flags. As you remember from earlier, the flag of Russia was influenced by the flag of the Netherlands. However, the flag of Russia, in turn, inspired the designs of many other national and regional flags throughout Eastern Europe. This can be owed to the fact that Russia was, and is, the largest and most powerful country inhabited by the Slavs, an ethnic group that also lives in a large part of Central and Eastern Europe. As a result, when Serbia, another Slavic country located in the Balkans, adopted its first constitution in 1835, it also adopted a red-blue-white flag that looked almost identical to the Russian flag, but reversed. There are various stories popular among the Serbs that seek to explain why this early Serbian flag looked similar to the Russian flag. But all of these stories agree that it had something to do with Russia's long-time alliance with Serbia. Since the adoption of that early flag in 1835, all of Serbia's flags used the colors of red, blue, and white, almost always in that same order. 13 years after the adoption of Serbia's first flag, in 1848, when delegates from various Slavic peoples met in Prague as part of the Prague Slavic Congress, it declared blue, white, and red, the colors of the Russian flag, to be the Pan-Slavic colors, and adopted a blue-white-red flag as the flag of the Slavs. As a result, over the years, several countries and regions with a Slavic majority would adopt flags featuring the Pan-Slavic colors. Within the year 1848 alone, not only were the Pan-Slavic colors officially adopted by all Slavs, but two specific Slavic groups began using flags that are nearly identical to the Russian flag. A rebellion in Slovenia, then under Austrian rule, used a white-blue-red tricolor, just like Russia. At the same time, as mentioned in my video on the flag of Slovakia, the Slovaks began using a flag that also looked almost identical to the flag of Russia. To this day, both Slovenia and Slovakia use white-blue-red tricolors as their national flags, with their own coats of arms added on one side to make sure they don't get confused with Russia. Or themselves. Other Slavic nationalities that adopted the Pan-Slavic colors for themselves include Croatia in 1868 and Czechoslovakia in 1920. Croatia still uses the Pan-Slavic colors to this day, while Czechia would adopt the old Czechoslovak flag upon its independence in 1993. In addition, Montenegro adopted a flag with the Pan-Slavic colors in 1910, and would continue using blue, red, white flags until it ditched the Pan-Slavic colors with its current flag in 2004. In fact, when Serbia, Montenegro, Croatia, Slovenia, and Bosnia and Herzegovina unified to form Yugoslavia in 1918, it adopted the 1848 Pan-Slavic flag as its own flag, using it in this form until 1945, when a communist government took power and added a red star to the flag. After Yugoslavia readopted capitalism in 1992, it would remove the red star and use a differently proportioned version of the original Pan-Slavic colors until Serbia and Montenegro became separate countries in 2006. Currently, the only Slavic countries that have never adopted national flags with the Pan-Slavic colors are Belarus, Bulgaria, North Macedonia, Poland, and Ukraine. In addition to being used on the flags of countries, the Pan-Slavic colors are also used on the flags of several regions within countries, including Republika Srpska in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Vojvodina in Serbia, and Crimea in, well, it's legally part of Ukraine, but it's currently controlled by Russia. It's politically complicated. Additionally, Slavic minority groups in some countries have adopted flags of their own, including the Sorbs of Germany, the Rusenes of Ukraine and its neighbors, and the Croatian minority in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In addition, the colors of blue, white, and red have even been used as the Pan-Slavic colors in non-vexillological contexts as well. For instance, the governments of Serbia and its neighbors use a blue, white, red string known as jemstvenik to bind government documents together, similarly to red tape in the Western world. They are named after the Serbian word jemstvo, meaning warrant, and they originated in Serbia in the late 19th century. In fact, the jemstvenik's colors are derived from the flag of Serbia. The practice of using jemstvenik was later inherited by Yugoslavia upon its founding in 1918, and after its breakup in the 1990s and 2000s, jemstvenik would be inherited by Yugoslavia's successors, including Croatia, Slovenia, Montenegro, and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Throughout all this time, jemstvenik retained its Pan-Slavic colors, even as the Montenegrin and Bosnian flags abandoned the Pan-Slavic colors. In addition, North Macedonia also continues to use jemstvenik, now there with the red and gold colors of the North Macedonian flag. It appears that the jemstvenik will stick around for a long time to come, a testament to how influential the Pan-Slavic colors were on the governments of Slavic countries, and by extension, the Russian tricolor's impact on the cultures of countries far outside Russia's borders. That is a summary of the usage of the Pan-Slavic colors. Now, on to the outro. And now you know a lot more about Russian flags. In this video alone, we have covered the symbolism behind the current Russian flag. Before illustrating how Russian flags impact on the rest of the Slavic countries, is felt on the symbolism of the flags and even non-flags used by Slavs outside of Russia. Together with the other two videos of Operation Diomedes 1, we have covered the 500-year-long history of Russian flags, as well as the symbolism and legacy behind the current one. In the near future, I will begin a second program called Operation Diomedes 2, a 10-episode miniseries in which I will summarize the history and symbolism behind the flags of each of the 83 to 85 constituent entities of the Russian Federation, so stay tuned for even more videos about Russian flags. For now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like on it. If you enjoyed this entire channel, subscribe to it. And if you want to know our next video will be coming out, click the bell button after you subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.